есть и всегда будет.
Detecting above normal radiation levels.
Nice work.
Radiate.
Ever disobeyed an order, Cora?
In my soldier days? No, that's kind of the point.
It's that mechanical. You never thought about it.
Military discipline isn't there to give you something cool to rebel against. In combat, people depend on you being in the place they expect, doing what you're meant to do, or they die.
That doesn't mean you're doing the right thing.
I know.
From our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Dear and he R11 Holor. In need of assistance. Is that the cat leader here? That's what they follow?
At least it's cooler in here.
These caves could be a good shelter, if people need it.
Watching the corners.
I heard someone request EOS deployment. Made me smile.
A hard world, but you can get used to anything if you try.
People want to come here, just like they wanted to come to Andromeda, except now they'll know what they'll find.
Life support failing. Seek safety immediately.
The cat built all this? They don't just have a base here. Bane, we're coming up on the barracks.
Stay sharp. Shouldn't be as many here as the base. No reason to get cocky, though.
Press on dunes. The mayor's idea. Because we have to press on.
Politicians. Always helpful.
Ket just have to make their mark.
We'll clear the Ket off EOS for good.
Reminds me of that poem, Lone and Level Sands.
Cat signals detected ahead, Pathfinder. Levels have spiked, Pathfinder.
Loot from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter, they're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Gil has tuned the Nomad perfectly for EOS.
We're outfitted best we can be.
I like busting dunes, getting all 6 wheels off the ground.
Radiation levels have spiked, Pathfinder. Radiation within safe levels.
Enemies! Nice work.
Ascent is go.
Leaving Atmo. All clear. Before the meeting gets started, I have bunk assignments for PB and Drac.
Already put my rucksack in the kitchen. I'll hang out there if that's okay.
And I'm in one of the escape pods. More my speed. That's fantastic. Welcome aboard. Any thoughts, Ryder?
This isn't a military vessel, but there need to be rules. Better to ask about protocol. Let's talk about our success on Eos. Besides establishing our first viable outpost, we did some amazing things. We discovered the Remnant and breached their vault.
And didn't get killed.
Overcame radiation poisoning a number of times.
And didn't die.
Confronted by Ket at every turn.
Once again, did not get killed.
You guys really need to raise the bar on what you call success.
Yeah, should we use the Krogan definition of success that got your homeworld nuked by your own people?
Fair enough.
Let's focus. Back to the task at hand. Looking forward.
Exactly. Here's my only question. When do we hit that next vault? It looked active. We have to get on that.
Hang on. We need to not go off half-cocked.
There are initiative priorities. The team calls the shots.
Actually, the Pathfinder calls the shots, just to be clear.
So what do you need from us, Ryder?
Helios threw us for a loop. Meaning, we're kind of new at... So let's figure out what the rules...
Sounds good.
If there's one thing I know, I can...
No one said make up rules.
Okay. PB, Drac, see Lexi for a fit.
Hey, can you drop by the biolab?
We haven't really spoken since orientation, have we?
It's all been so hectic, but I'm sure things will quiet down.
Scans of the Scourge. All that dark energy. Just all of it. So alien.
You mean...
Yes, I believe. But I am a scientist because science brings me closer to something greater than myself.
There's something...
Wow. As if this sacred could be diminished by the search for truth.
It's good to have different voices.
Oh, speaking of the team, we'll talk later.
Glad you stopped by. Nothing like being on the bridge of your very own ship. I could have stood on the shore and waved goodbye, or took the leap to see how it all turned out. Though I suppose with the Solarian arc missing, you might not get many chances to compare.
Don't sweat it. We'll bring...
Of course we will. I should get... We built her...
You're setting up in here, huh?
Yeah, I'm going through what we got out of that vault. If I can crack this data storage box, it'll help with a personal project back on the Nexus. This is a nice, out-of-the-way place where I can tinker, and I can sleep anywhere. It's not exactly homey, but I like that about it. Not really looking for a home. Oh, but I will help you find everyone a home. While I'm with you, at least.
Should I consider you a temporary...
Everything's temporary, right? I get it. You want to know who's on your ship?
Something like that?
Well, I was born. Get to know. That's why I'm here. Got tired of yawning back home.
Tackling complete...
I think life won't be boring with you around. I may never yawn. We were out for 600... I've slept enough. If there's one thing you should know about me, it's that I live for the unknown. For the never been done.
That's just the one thing you want me to know about you.
Let's start with that then. Buy me a drink sometime. I need remnant scrap. Remtech, I call it. Promise to bring me what you scrounge, and
Remtech, huh?
You again. Want to hear more about my childhood log cabin?
So how do you like the team?
Oh, right, Cora. What's her deal? Is she as primitive? Oh, I'll get around to her. All in all, seems like a decent... It's better to venture into the unknown without restraints or entanglements, don't you think?
I don't...
I've always been self-motivated. Don't need much more than curiosity to drive...
You really...
That's right. Next question.
What was it like for you on that...
Well, After that, I didn't spend much time on the Nexus. I even missed most of the revolt.
What drew you...
There's so... And the tech! It's on a different scale. If we can appropriate it,
What does someone have...
But I get a little extra. So just be yourself and the flirts will flow. Thanks. Don't be a stranger.
I saw pictures, and how much of it didn't you see? What if it's way bigger? The remnant builders, whoever, whatever they... God, to me, is an artist. I work best when I have other people to bounce ideas off of. We don't know why the Geth were interested in observing beyond the gap. I don't know, Ryder. Maybe I don't want... If we can figure out how to control the vaults, we could... We don't know why. That's still a mystery.
What can I do for you?
If you helped...
Sadly, the other Pathfinder vessels were lost when the Scourge hit the Nexus. The Tempest is... I just hope we don't repeat our old mistakes out here. Oh no, I'm not falling for that again. That doesn't make it the... I probably shouldn't have told them their secret...
Let's keep it that way.
Too bad. That Grunion roast... It's an escape pod. If it... Vetra's... There are things I'd like to ask her about your... No. If I gossip anymore, I'll... No. If I gossip anymore, I'll get... No. If I gossip anymore, I'll get in The Core... It took Serena and Tion weeks to get it working on a smaller ship. And, you know...
These are the Pathfinder's quarters. Your quarters. Sam's router is down there too.
Hello, Scott. EOS has been a lesson in contrast, but you have grown as a result, and so have I.
Is it
In the field, you are my primary focus, and all the memory blocks are still in place. If you can, I can maintain a presence on the Tempest via quantum entanglement communication. It ensures I remain in touch with you and the Pathfinder team at all times.
What was that?
He believed. It appears that hope was well-founded.
So if we're going to work, how's your sense of...
Alec Ryder encouraged me to do...
Humor's not a skip.
A neutron enters a bar and asks...
I can see why Dad told you to keep working on your humor. Thanks, Sam. Nothing more.
Most of the crew bunks in here. Cozy, huh? But your room's got more of a view.
You're not Harry.
The blue give it away? Habitat 7 was a little more action-packed than Harry bargained for. He decided to spend his retirement years on the Hyperion looking after your sister.
Happy to have you, Dr. Tapero.
I'll do my best. Now, hold still.
Ow!
Sorry.
I remember you having a gentler touch.
Still trying to get my bearings. Thought I'd be waking up colonists, not taking care of the Pathfinder.
Being nervous means you understand what's at stake.
That's the problem. I always hoped to work in the field, but everything's happening so quickly.
Focus on the positive. It helps.
I guess this is my opportunity to study alien species firsthand. Getting a Ket specimen aboard the
what?
My thesis on Krogan virility and aggression is what got me in the initiative.
Anatomist? Physician?
I'm also a licensed psychologist. 200... But we were discussing the Ket...
Right.
Just... Sam... You don't need a psychologist to tell you that one's got commitment. No. Both died in a turf war.
How do you think the crew is...
I'm happy to share what I can without violating. Anyone in particular? I sort them in their files, and my brain by species.
Is PB all right?
She's avoiding me. Probably thinks I'll poke her with a needle if she gets too close.
To be fair, you're always giving me shots.
Not in the hallway.
Tell me about Vetra.
Vetra's used to having someone depend on her. I think that's why she's so resourceful and likes providing for other people. That being said, I think she could use a little me time.
How's our Solarian?
He's quite the gossip. Tight-lipped about himself, though.
Is Drac good?
That old bastard's always... I've never... Could you look out for him, Ryder?
Don't worry, Lexi. I'll keep an...
Thank you. And maybe don't mention I asked?
Thanks for the insight. How long have you...
His name card was crooked. But he was so damn...
Maybe. It unlocked, from when the
Why do you think your father chose this specific memory?
It was...
Those events started your family down a new path.
Yeah. Thanks, Lexi. Feels good to talk about this. So, how'd an assault...
Also, Harry insisted. Maybe... I'll be here if you need me.
If you're looking for me, I'm in the escape pod room.
Pathfinder, help me with something? I know, not exactly standard. Gotta make the space comfortable. Plus, the fabric diffuses the charge from an overclocked Omniblade. Not giving up a 6% boost, right?
Someone brought this to Andromeda?
It was new when we left. It's been a hard year. So, finally time for that beer? And after 2 years and a dozen suspensions, I took a lateral promotion out of the force. Being a cop just didn't fit. But crisis response? Digging people out of trouble? That worked. I bet Hustle followed you into a few peace actions. Think about your alliance days much?
Tell me about your group.
Heavy Urban Search Terrain 1? Yeah. Earth's contribution to a multi-species disaster response unit. HUST-1, but Hustle looks much better on the patch. All civilians, retired vets. Tastes better just thinking about those days.
I wanted adventure and mystery at the edge of knowns. Seems like a lot.
600.
That blunt, huh?
That blunt.
When I started with the Alliance, it was about adventure. But with my dad's troubles, staying wasn't going to work. I needed something new. But if I wanted to get away, it had to be this far.
Gotcha. Clean slate. Classic.
Back at you, Costa. Why'd you come?
I want to say I'm running from my past, but really running from myself. That'd be a great story. But it's bullshit. I had family, friends, a good enough job, nothing was wrong. I just heard about the initiative and I believed in it. Still do. I have to. We're in it.
If it all goes wrong, it could feel...
I know why I'm here. In crisis response, you've got your part. I'll do my damnedest. We started Pathfinder. A new life.
Just wondering what you think.
I'm committed to the initiative. You're Pathfinder. It's as simple as it gets.
We barely covered how you...
I wasn't looking to start over. I wanted to start big. Mom Joelle, Dad Calvin. No brothers or sisters. It was traditional. How about you?
Traditional is a weird...
I suppose you're right. I said goodbye to my mom and dad and got on a ship to Andromeda.
You were a cop then, crisis response?
Didn't have the patience for law, but it got me into hustle. They mostly take vets and retired service. Best years of my life.
You found your place.
I knew it, and that led me here.
We'll talk later.
I know it.
I'll talk to someone.
WM.
Oh, hey, Pathfinder.
TODA.
The Pathfinder's there? Let me say hi. Fine, but don't embarrass me. Ryder, this is Sid, my sister. Sid, Ryder.
Let me guess. Little sister?
Who are you calling little? Look, kiddo, gotta go. Wait. So I know it feels like I just jumped aboard your ship without explanation.
Now's as good a time as any.
I think... No. I know everyone on the crew. Even the... Better, I know how to get my hands on them. We've been failing for months, Ryder. Now that we have you, we have a chance out here.
Wow, that...
Yeah?
We need that sort...
You'll keep up. I should track down a lead for... We'll chat later? We really had no idea what Helios was. Did your father?
I'm not sure.
I'm just saying. I really hope you have a plan, Ryder.
The plan's the same. We find a home.
Keep that drive. I mean, we have to make it. The alternative is not even worth thinking about.
You were on the Nexus when the...
When you promised someone...
And you?
If I'm going to pick a side, I'm picking the liars. You just have to figure out who, and what they're willing to take. Oh, but it is. Most things are simple once you know the trick to them.
Have anyone else here with...
No, just me and...
No, I...
Special? No, nothing like that. Who has time? What about you?
Like you said, who has time?
Eventually things will settle down anyway.
How did you hear...
I thought it was a one-time... Eventually, I asked and she told me about the initiative. New galaxy, new home. Couldn't pass that up. You know where to find me.
Pathfinder, making the rounds. Slumming it, huh? Want to see how the riffraff are making out?
Hey, it's a dirty job. Are you the riffraff spokesman?
King, actually. You might want to bow. Otherwise, no telling what might fall off the Nomad when you're out there.
I'll take my chances. Just want to see how things are going with the ship.
I can coax more out of this baby than some might think, but we shouldn't go too far or push too hard between Nexus stops. For now. It just feels good to be stretching our wings, you know? Locked in idle too long, you start to drift. People, same as ships. Stuck on the Nexus, gotta say, I was regretting joining the initiative.
I doubt you were the only one.
Yes, but it's a new thing for me, regret. I tend to live the way I work. Kind of feel it, do it. Not a lot of close ties, no real sense of purpose. Figured maybe I'd find my true calling in Andromeda. I was going nuts on that station. You can't know how jazzed I was when you showed up. Tomato, you just...
Deal.
Long time no chat. As far as your Hyperion peeps go, the doc's kinda nosy. Liam's good for a laugh. Does a Pathfinder know what to do with a dead end? Expands the guild legend. Plus, the more you and I get to know each other, the... Have you ever eaten overcooked space cow tongue? Well, let me tell you, wondering if you're gonna die from a critical malfunction? But hey, you could always... maybe even...
What was your take on that?
I didn't place any bet. Whatever side, we traveled all this way, all hope and wonder, and we end up... Anytime.
Nice place you found.
Maybe.
Your biotics always do that when you're...
I got it. I don't normally lose it like that.
Huntress?
Another term for an Asari command. Some things stick, though. Like losing the old man.
I know it's not the same, but I'm a good...
I hope you're as good at being path... I prepped for an...
Is this going to...
I don't want to rival. It's... Then maybe we'll all get what we came out here for.
Even if we get there, there's...
Working hard. Biotics... The initiative... It's quiet in here. I can... First job, see if there's any new... If you want to talk... Ryder? The Lucinia? Checking every comm that's coming in. Nothing concrete yet. Nothing new. Let's stay optimistic.
What?
But we did good work. Peacekeeping is a full-time job. Our CO, Nasira, led us all over the Athena Nebula and beyond. Makes you wonder what our militia will look like in 100 years. I heard. Must have changed everything for your family. None of you writers ever think small, do you? Asari huntresses figure things out, but I was there for soldiering, not romance.
Does that mean fraternization is okay for Asari Command?
It'll happen, but usually only for one deployment. After your 500th birthday, you learn some self-control.
After 4 years with a pack of cards.
Choking.
Wow. See you later, Cora.
I'll be here.
I'm picking up something.
So this is where the human ark first entered Helios?
Heck of a wake-up call. Anomaly detected.
unfamiliar territory.
The Nexus has been here for months. Still not enough time to survey it all. I'm picking up something.
Pathfinder, is it true? We're settling Eos. We've thought that before. But Eos is different now, right? Pathfinder.
All right, settle down. Give him space. Lieutenant Syax, Kendros' aide. They all wanted to see you. Real hope again. It's been a while.
Relax, Lieutenant. If there was ever a day to pop some champagne.
Certainly. The initiative's finally back on track.
Professor Herrick, right?
What you achieved with that remnant vault is unprecedented, Pathfinder. Impossible. But with new scientific talent waking up, we'll unravel those mysteries. The whole Nexus will benefit.
August Bradley will oversee that. He's the new mayor.
Bradley. I know him. Seems like a good man.
Well, what are you waiting for? There's a new world out there.
Thank you, Ryder.
Hi, this is Jen Garson, founder of the initiative. Another chance. No. We're constantly striving to make life on the Nexus more enjoyable for all our citizens.
Filed a complaint with Tan.
Good morning. Or is it evening?
Got that. Still missing those.
Hello.
Nice to see you again.
Residents are still mourning the loss. Sure. Let me know what materials you need and I'll find you something.
That's a relief. Thanks for helping out. I owe you one.
scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
This is Addison. Our first outpost, Prodromos, has confirmed full deployment on EOS.
Fix it. I'll handle any fallout.
We expect the colony to be fully self-supporting soon and able to send us supplies.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute?
No, it isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? You've shaken things up, Pathfinder. My department. And you have new tools to help grow the initiative. AVP, ready for spending.
Sam said there was new functionality to discuss.
It's how the initiative was You and your team are out there making... Hit a threshold. A new cryo... Want more focus on research, like on Prodro... Brecker will introduce the interface and handle minutia. All you need to do is No pressure. Yes, Pathfinder?
How are we doing on the viability front?
Get out there, Ryder. Pathfind. We're dying.
I have info on a specific sleeper I'd like...
I want to avoid that entire...
Reasons?
Look, you're the Pathfinder. Access the sleeper records through Brecker's console. It's none of my business. Until you make it a problem for me. Pathfinder.
How has the Nexus reacted to the...
We send them where you signal, because that's where the need is. There's no time for preference.
Director Addison?
Pathfinder.
Hello, Pathfinder. I am... Your first task.
Whoa.
Yes, of course. Andromeda viability and Nexus thresholds are your tools, your reward, and our... I deal in full colony blocks of specialists. I can make individual requests, but we should start...
What's the run?
Much of... Thresholds are about... Points aren't the most elegant system, but it makes it clear. The more you earn, the more we...
How are you measuring?
It's based on resource estimates and the more you achieve, the greater capacity we... Simplest explanation? The more you do, the more room we have to grow.
So, I decide what groups to wake up. Won't everyone...
Absolutely. But there's an order. You can't deploy an omelet without... Except it's people, and how all our lives begin.
Alright, Brecker. Where do I start?
The interface is active and will respond. You may begin shaping the initiative.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Pathfinder. And of course, sweet protocol and process. Now we're living. Here, I don't have a clue what tomorrow will bring.
advise Director Tan.
Yes, Pathfinder.
What's...
Your progress thrills me. Make my job
I have a specific...
Name and designation.
That's it? You'll...
Nowhere in my... That said, I record all interactions. If something you ask for causes trouble, there'll be no doubt that you're responsible.
I heard that the chief engineer on EOS went back into cryo.
There have been a few such requests. The first few months in Helios were disheartening.
Now the Prodromos is on track. I want her redeployed.
Chief Engineer Grace Lito, designation E97 Durango. Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Why do some colonists have a number?
All initiative members do. In the CV. I suppose it's... Do you not know yours?
I wasn't aware I had.
You... Scott Ryder Pathfinder.
Something.
An A and low odds. Someone's an early adopter.
I have a
Name and designation if available.
Let's keep this between us. Here's the info.
Deployment will begin shortly. Is there anything else, Pathfinder?
Another time.
Pathfinder.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Species are at odds. Talks break down over
Hey, there's puke on the floor.
I hear you went down to EOS. Did you find anything to help my case?
An enemy blast to the back killed the chief. Your shot missed.
What? You're kidding me. Thank the spirits. This is great.
Hold on there. The chief's Omni tool recorded you over the body. Sam, playback.
Sorry, old friend. Had to do it. I'm not dying on this rock. Shit.
Not only did you think you killed him, you meant to.
But you just said I didn't, so it doesn't matter, right? The conviction will have to be overturned. The sentence thrown out.
Director Tan will determine what's to be done. You did try to cover it all up.
Look, I'm sorry I lied, but if my shot missed, I'm innocent. Plain and simple.
We'll see about that.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Pathfinder. Hello. Director Tan is expecting you.
Last time I was here, this was a storage closet.
Pathfinder Hall just needed a Pathfinder to open.
We're still getting the commons area ready. Hydroponics is only at partial capacity.
Not good enough.
We don't have enough people. My workers need a break, Tan.
I sympathize, but not until our survival is no longer at risk. Now please excuse me while I meet with our Pathfinder. Hey, Ryder. Addison told me about the outpost. You're the hero of the hour.
Let's hold off on the celebration. We haven't found home yet.
Oh, there's no need for modesty. Success affords leverage over those who doubted you.
And you're my best friend?
A patron. One who shares your vision of a prosperous future.
I suppose we agree on that much.
I knew that given a chance, your talents would emerge. Deciphering the vault, alien terraforming. It's not how we imagined all this, but a good Pathfinder improvises. And a great one hangs it on the wall. Yours are the first trophies to grace Pathfinder Hall. You're a symbol now, Ryder. A reason for people to believe.
It wouldn't have been possible without my crew. They're a talented bunch.
But you're their beacon.
Careful. He'll end up adopting you, Ryder.
Ah, my staff.
Colleagues, you wouldn't be looking to cut us out, would you, Tan?
I remind you, I am the director of the initiative.
Acting director.
This isn't the time for arguing over who gets to be king. Too much is at stake. We should be cooperating.
That's what I've been saying since we arrived.
Then I look forward to winning our Pathfinder support.
I have concerns about your decision on EOS, Ryder. An outpost full of scientists won't do us much good if the Ket attack.
But it will help support the Nexus. Improved research could help feed our people.
And we could argue about it all day long, as we always do. The decision was made. Now we move on. What is your plan for moving on, Ryder?
We have a lead on the terraforming network. I need to take the Tempest deeper into the sector to investigate. If the other Golden Worlds are where they should be, this could get us closer to them.
Careful. The Ket are scouring the cluster for remnant technology. You'll end up in a fight, for sure. You might also run into exiles. They didn't leave the Nexus on good terms.
And we still need more outposts. They're important to expanding the station.
Though with Ark still missing, this could be a chance for Ryder to search for them. Yes, I think that's best. You have my permission.
Thank you, Director. I'll get on it.
May you light the torch that finds the path. Pathfinder... Ugh.
Right.
Ryder, this is Harry, back on the Ark.
Go ahead.
We may have found a way to talk to your sister, sort of. Drop by when you can. Hyperion Medbay.
Will do.
A reminder. You have AVP outstanding.
Right. Have to talk to Addison's assistant about viability perks. Sounds useful.
Superintendent Kesh reminds everyone, all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
Whole mood of the Nexus is new outpost, a Pathfinder's help, people wake.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
You've had a year to think about it.
It's the
Ryder, you're up. Though I w- But, no, did you have some other business?
Director, I checked out that murder. Nilken didn't do it.
This is unfortunate. We're trying to give the people a sense of stability. And we're setting precedent for justice here in Andromeda. Now this, a convicted murderer who didn't commit the murder.
These things are almost never black and white.
I know. If we suppress the evidence and uphold the conviction, we're banishing a man for a crime he technically didn't commit. If we throw the conviction out, we're freeing a man who tried to take matters into his own hands, then covered it up. Your investigation complicated this. You should take responsibility for the outcome. Do we still exile him for murder?
It was crazy down there, life and death. But his shot didn't kill Reynolds. We have to let him go.
You're a bottom line type of person. I hope we don't regret it. All right, so be it. He will do community service for his role in the chaos. But he's a free man. Well, at least we'll have the...
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
must be great to see all your hard work on display.
A violent illness related to cherry-like fruit brought back from Habitat 7 has authorities baffled. Multiple passengers are still in quarantine. This is Agent S.
Still missing some parts.
Yeah.
Damn it.
Here we are, one young piejack. Ready to see Andromeda, huh? Sam, can you send a note to Kesh? Make sure our new friend gets delivered to the Tempest.
Acknowledged.
Wonder if I can get this part of local traders.
This is not what I signed up for. What a mess.
A violent illness related to cherry-like
Cora wanted to check in with you.
Drac, I'm working with Vectra to track down prosthetic gel and those other items we discussed.
Oops. Looks like our Pyjack friend got out of his cage.
Playing
He'll be fine.
favorites, Lexi?
Won't he?
What?
The exercise
No?
will probably do him good.
Feeling okay? I'll be here if you need me.
Where's my data pad? Oh, how'd you get under there?
Suvi, were you talking to your notebook?
Anything I can help with?
Hello, Gil. When are you...
I'm not. I'm...
What can I do for you?
I could... It sounded pretty...
He likes redesigning things. It's nothing to concern yourself about, really.
Tell me something.
Our air... Once.
What did he do?
It made a perfect mold of the components. Oh, if I gossip anymore.
Wait, people are doing what? Hydroponics? If someone doesn't get them to clear out, we'll all be eating shoe leather by the end of the week.
Did you fill out those requests?
Don't shove the crate off the...
I'm not looking.
You shove the crate.
Keeping tabs on things back?
Yeah, I try to watch what's going on while we're away, but it's nice to...
How may I assist?
Where do colonists live?
Colonists will be transferred to outposts based on... Please be mindful of the queue. Thousands. Here, you and thousands of your fellow... Providing a safe, stable, and Our helpful medical staff can assist with any...
Hi, I'm Jan Garson, founder of the initiative. Welcome to the Nexus. We ask that you spend a short minute going through immigration processing, then we'll have you on your way.
I thought I understood.
A reminder that alcoholic beverages must be consumed within private quarters or at the horse
alcohol in public spaces is strictly prohibited.
Wouldn't it be more practical to build these vaults in the surface?
If you will.
Reckon I engineered massive underground construction a millennium ago. These remnant fellows probably had the same idea. Wouldn't mind a seismometer reading, though. Damn, any chance?
Hello, Pathfinder. A moment?
What can I do for you, Doctor?
I have a math problem. Some vital equations that only a mind like Sam's could solve. They concern strange transmission patterns in the Scourge. Perhaps random noise, perhaps not.
That could be a ship, or even turbulence in the Scourge we should know about.
Given the complexity and the security implications, I recommend transferring the equations directly into SAM node. I have them on an optical storage disk for you.
I'll see if I have time.
Thank you, Pathfinder. Please thank Sam as well.
Top scientists have few answers, as the dark energy anomaly known as the Scourge limits travel and communication in the cluster. This is HNS.
It's you. You, Pathfinder. I have a word or two for you.
Is there a problem?
Your father is my problem. He's everyone's problem. We're all paying for Alec Ryder's ego. He preyed on Jean Garson's trusting... Now she's dead, and we'll all soon follow.
This might be my dad's mess, but I will...
Talk about ego. You're no different. Go to hell, Pathfinder.
Welcome back, Scott.
Dr. Arbordana at the tech lab sent some equations for you to solve.
I'm ready.
Transferring them now. Have fun. Hey, what the? Sam!
Malicious code detected. Please stand by.
Sam?
Attempting to countermand malicious code. Please stand by.
Is there anything I can do? Sam! Is that another malfunction, or... Sam, you trying to show me something? Okay, I think I got it. Sam, talk to me!
Hello, Pathfinder. Please initialize the console to restore normal operations.
Sam, what happened?
The equations contained a Trojan horse program, a virus, specifically targeted to sever our connection and render me helpless. Reconnecting would be impossible.
You'd need a crack AI programmer to create a virus like that.
Yes. Only my unique adaptions prevented permanent damage.
Unlock the door. Let's head to the tech lab and see what Dr. Aradana has to say.
Residents are still mourning the loss of Chief Garson. The initiative founder was killed when the Nexus hit the Scourge. An official tribute is planned, though Director Jaren Tan has provided few details so far.
Without Jean, we wouldn't be here. But now that we are here, we need to focus on surviving before we can celebrate.
This is HNS.
We can start building a bank of vaccines once we get more biomaterial.
Welcome, Pathfinder. Did Sam solve the equations I sent?
Solve them? They almost brought down Sam Node.
The equations contained a virus designed to target artificial intelligence.
You think Never. I abhor violence against any life, organic or synthetic.
Then how did the virus find its way into your equations?
Perhaps my files were altered or replaced. But why?
I've seen a lot of down with AI sentiment lately. Graffiti, complaints to 10. Perhaps someone took the next step.
Why would anyone hate artificial intelligence?
Synthetic life has different needs and motivations. It can be mysterious. Many fear what is not understood.
If graffiti is the best...
Entire species were driven into exile by...
Attacking Sam is bold, though. I wonder if they're...
The AI kiosk was busted this morning.
I can look around.
Detecting Pathfinder Rider.
Hi there. Excuse the education. So, our virus set you free. Hope you're doing better without that AI jammed into your head.
Who am I talking to right now?
A friend. Our movement sent the virus to save...
Pathfinder, it's possible they don't realize their virus failed, pretending that it worked.
Hello? Ryder?
Yes, I can't believe I'm free. Thank you.
This is what our movement is for. Helping people like you. Knight says human AI merging is a threat to all life. She'd know, trust me. Oh, Knight's our founder. The virus wouldn't exist without her.
So where are you running this puppet show from?
Our sanctuary. I'll ask Knight if you can come visit.
Great, thanks.
Can't promise anything, but watch your email. Bye.
A whole movement of AI-hating hackers, with a leader called Knight.
She and her followers seem to have experience with human-AI partnership.
If they attacked you, they're capable of anything. I'll check my email. We need to find them.
Did you know Geth murdered billions of Quarians in the Morning War?
On the Nexus is against initiative regulations.
that how things go?
Make them hear. Make them know. Make them lead or make them go. Make them hear. Make them know.
Hey, what's going on?
That's your new galaxy.
And it's all
Excuse?
we've waited.
But since
All the reassignments mean.
And my mother just got caught in the middle.
We only had resources for one outpost, so I focused on the skills we...
And what we need...
Maybe you could still make this right. I just want Mom out of...
You do stasis revivals. You can tell our leaders you're opening those pods. Today.
This is a big issue. Bigger than just my say-so.
Bullshit. You're the hero, right?
We tried petitioning Addison.
Start with Kandros. He sent those 10 soldiers over there. Maybe he'll...
Tell our leaders! Wake the sleepers!
Any word?
Species are at odds as talks break down over a unified curriculum for initiative kids. The Asari say they'll wait it out until demands are met. This is HNS.
I'll stay back to...
Glad to see you finally.
That's one word.
If you need anything, come see me, even if it's just a vent.
I need to talk to you about stasis revival and those protesters in hydroponics.
I see. Maybe I should get the others for this.
Protesters have seized hydroponics?
They want their families out of stasis. The outpost on Eos disrupted the schedule. They're scattered across colony blocks, dozens of people. The protesters want this fixed today.
The realities of our position are...
We can't wake those families. We don't have the resources, and there's nowhere to put them.
We settled Eos. There's no space down there for a few extra?
It's not that simple, Ryder. Everything Eos produces right now is accounted for.
And if we send soldiers to a research outpost, there'll be trouble.
What do you suggest?
Leave the families in stasis where it's safe and get those protesters out of hydroponics. They seem sympathetic, but so did the exiles. We can't risk another revolt. Survival is more important than family reunions.
Do you think these protests could turn violent?
We're all pioneers. Even civilians are tough enough to start something.
And interfering in hydroponics threatens our oxygen supply. They know that.
What would you do with the protesters?
I'd send in a squad and march them out. At gunpoint if we must. If they resist, a few might land in medbay, but it's better than losing hydroponics. Or the Nexus.
We have to look at the bigger picture. Get them out of there.
Kandros?
I'll send in a team, but it might go smoother if Ryder's there.
A good idea. Sometimes we have to give bad news. That's a Pathfinder's duty, too.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating. The human Pathfinder has died. Alec Ryder was killed after touching down on Habitat 7 in the Erickson system. Ryder's son has reportedly replaced him as Pathfinder, taking command of the Tempest in the ongoing search.
Just stand down, ma'am.
Or you'll shoot me. Good luck explaining that to my grandchildren.
What happened?
She was about to disconnect the water hoses, threaten all the plants.
They're saying the leaders won't wake our families. Well, this is how far we're willing to go. Their move.
If you resort to violence, so will the leadership. And they have the militia.
We're not the enemy. Why is it so hard to push a button and help Mom?
Take it easy, kid. The Pathfinder's got a point.
I'll go off station if I have to. I'll find anyone who'll actually do something.
You want your mom to wake up and find you exiled? Or dead?
Reese, don't. Anything's better than that. Even the longest wait of our lives.
When our families hear about this...
They'll probably agree with a Pathfinder. You're done here. Come on.
Fallout from the recent uprising as security tightens across all sectors on the Nexus. Director Tan stresses that it's, quote, for your safety. This is HNS.
Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Ryder, isn't it? Kerry to Vest.
What are you looking for?
Director Tan's. But our problems are history. People deserve the truth, not propaganda. Well, the heart of my document... I want the dirt and blood of our story, not the convenient fairy tale Tan's looking for. Interested?
You don't mind treading on the initiative director's toes?
What would he do? Pull funding we don't have? I'm game if you are.
Okay, interview away.
Let's start at home. 14 months and the Nexus still isn't finished. Arcs are missing, we have people... By any standard, this wasn't the plan. Our leadership describes these as anticipated issues. Would you agree?
We still have to fix them. Everyone, leaders included, needs to pitch. Let's be honest about these challenges and how we're going to...
Nice. Won't make you popular with the leaders, but it's good to hear. Bandwidth means I'm transmitting in short bursts, so that's all for now. You were great. I'll get to work editing.
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
Tracking enemy activity. Apex leaders notified.
I'm sorry, Lana. They're just trying to boost our morale.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
It's impossible to get a signal on this station.
It's... I should probably get back to work. It was real nice.
Colonial Affairs, please advise
No, I don't want to talk to a Pathfinder. I had it. Now, beyond a freelancer or two, no journalist worth their salt will ever. It causes friction, but at least Tan blamed our broadcasts for. Content is king, and it'll help get news out to even the most far-flung colonists. I need someone to place receivers and boost.
Okay, Dave.
Great.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal.
I can't believe it.
Yes. I'm glad you did the right thing.
Make sure.
What?
I'll tell you.
Hydroponics reports oxygen production is nominal. Superintendent Cash reminds everyone all power grid adjustments must be approved beforehand. You're listening to HNN.
How many times have I told you this story?
340. 33.
Wait, what? You've been keeping count? Rushan, that's not funny.
Pathfinder, thanks for helping Raj and Zara find Atkins.
Ryder,
He's not getting out of law.
Tan can't kick me off the station now.
What? How can we be out of those materials? Good job on the... Understandable, if you ask me.
We need that console up and running, Dad.
Understood. I'll send an engineer to your office as soon as possible.
Apex personnel, please check your duty roster for important updates.
Pathfinder, do you have just a minute? Hi.
Is there?
Scientists are excited about your new outpost, though there are questions about how prodromos can survive where Sites 1 and 2 failed.
My team and I surveyed EOS thoroughly, and even stopped. The rest is up to the outpost.
Hopefully they can handle any... Facing those risks must be stressful. How do you relax between missions?
I read up on the amazing things we've seen.
This is history too, these little shots of this remnant tech, some narration. But footage of that remnant vault is sealed. Can we get a model?
Maintenance crews, please report to the commons area.
It isn't what we wanted, but what choice do we have? How the hell should I know? Spender, you have a job if you want to keep it. Hello again, Pathfinder.
Attention, civil disobedience has been reported in hydroponics. Security is investigating. Fallout from the recent uprising.
The suspect's in custody.
position. Enemies on the move. Be ready. Enemies clear. Stay alert. Hostiles en route.
Move out, team.
Triangulating our nearest outpost. Find their sensor arrays and get them broken. One problem gone. One device down. Devices shut down. Good job. 3 left. Go get them.
Shield down.
Good. Stay sharp. Enemies incoming. Enemies headed your way.
Go, go, go!
be ready.
That's how we do it.
Sources say key data is scattered around this area. Find and recover that data. Data received. Loud and clear. Three left. Go get them. All enemies clear. Keep it up. Shuttle incoming. Get to the extraction zone. Drinks are on me. This one's simple. Clear the area and lock it down. Enemies incoming. Welcome to the Apex Forces. Your goal for this mission is to familiarize yourself with general operating procedures. You're closing in on some disruption field generators. To get full scans of the area, we need to take them out. Follow the marker and destroy those targets. Target's within range. Take it out. Target down. If you're running low on ammo, there's some nearby. Your target's within range. Take it out. Scratch one target. Nice job, Apex. Keep it going.
That's how we do it.
Intel shows valuable data nearby. Find the zone to start hacking the system. Get to the zone before enemy forces arrive. Your hack's active. Now stay on it. The security system triggered. Enemies are headed your way. Take cover, but keep inside the zone to finish the hack. Got all the data. Eliminate the last of those enemy forces.
Take down the last one. Heavy fire. Shields got hit.
You've got a casualty nearby. The shuttle's en route for evac, but I need you to rescue the survivor. You can help fallen comrades to get them back in action. Shuttle incoming. Get to the extraction zone. All targets down, everyone standing. Drinks are on me. I'll handle any fallout.
Secure message from intelligence. Requesting armor cam footage.
Any logistics up? Safes are due within the hour. A worker was lost to space during repairs on the Nexus hull. The victim's name has been withheld until next of kin in the Milky Way is notified. This is HNS.
Once we gather a few more colonists, we'll take it over.
I'll make it right, Dash.
Harry, what's happening with Sarah?
Well, we got her out of the pod. I don't want to get your hope.
I don't follow.
Well, she's still in a coma. But she also has an... He's made contact.
I wouldn't think that's even possible.
You and me both, but Sam, well...
They're in a coma. Sarah's mental processes.
So, is...
You can ask her yourself. A moment, proceed.
Sarah?
Scott? Is that you?
There was a problem with your stasis pod. You're in a coma on the Hyperion.
I think so. Am I dreaming?
Sam linked into your implant, but they say you're stable. You're safe and...
This is so weird. I hear you. Where's Dad? Is he doing okay?
He's away on a mission right now. I know he's worried about you, though.
Yeah, I know Dad. He probably said, she'll live, and went off to go study some new form of algae.
It wasn't like that. He cares.
How many times has he yelled at you so far?
Oh, the usual.
Well, when he gets back, tell him he needs to stop picking on my little brother. What's home like? Is Habitat 7 as beautiful as they promised?
Just wait till you see it. It's amazing. Even better than the hype.
That's fantastic. So many things could have gone wrong. Though I guess you win our bet. First boots on the ground.
I think we can make an exception for comas.
Thanks a lot. I should be there helping you guys.
You will. And you're going to love it. There's a new discovery every day.
Sure. Make me jealous. But tell Dad to save some for me. There's a mountain out there needs naming. It's mine.
You got it.
And then...
What happened?
The connection was only temporary. Her condition remains stable.
Sorry, it seemed better than nothing. I'll keep you posted, promise.
Thanks, Harry.
Are you sure you want to do...
I am.
What's for the bet?
I'm putting Nilk in here, but...
The conviction was overturned, but everyone still treats me like a... I just want to go to sleep. Wake up when things have blown over.
Makes sense. Good luck.
Pathfinder, I'm Nigel McCoy.
Welcome to Andromeda.
Thank you. It's bittersweet, though.
My little brother Dash was stationed on the Nexus. I just learned he died on Eos, trying to start a settlement.
His sacrifice won't be forgotten.
Agreed. Everything I do will be for him. I have a pendant our father wore. Dash had its match. Will you...
Of course.
In his digital journal, he mentioned a spot...
I'll need to conduct a brief medical exam before we send you on your
Oi, Pathfinder.
Why is that?
A large shipment of medical supplies. Scouts confirmed they've divvied the supplies up among their own outposts.
I'll see what I can do about reclaiming them.
That would be great. Thanks. Maybe when you come across them assholes, you can rectify...
Hi there. I'm Gian Garson, founder of the Andromeda Initiative. I'm here to... The good news is, the hard part's over. We're here. If you have any questions now, just ask.
Presently, Arc Hyperion. All personnel should see their supervisors for updated task information.
As sleepers wake from stasis, the initiative urgently requires blood, tissue, and DNA donations. See a medic if you think you may be eligible. This is HNS.
It's not the best quality, but we don't have many options here.
I thought merchants were supposed to make you want to buy their stock.
I'd rather be honest. That way you won't get yourself killed.
Hello there.
Hi. Right now, I guess they're 600.
Ryder?
Pathfinder Drac wants to see you.
What's going on?
I should get back to
Sounds...
Oh, the ship manual's useful. I got this.
And you don't...
Callow.
Ryder?
I'll let you get back to it.
I'll be here if you need me. Those remnant vaults, all those secrets. Have to go exploring in one someday.
Imagine flying through one. Now that would be a real hazard course.
I'm picking up something.
System, home of Eos and Prodromos.
Anomaly on sensors.
Descent is green.
Coordinating. Path is calm.
I've located a suitable site for an HNS receiver, Pathfinder. Nav point is set. radiation levels increasing.
From our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Because it is.
I guess you run out of names eventually.
Life support levels critical. Please seek safety.
Nomad's hit! From our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Top, because it is.
I guess you run out of names eventually.
Life support systems are in peril. Life support systems offline. Increasing.
from our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
The sheer top, because it is.
I guess you run out of names eventually.
Life support levels critical. Please seek safety. Life support is failing. The Scourge may have destabilized this remnant site, Pathfinder.
This tech just gets weirder. Can't interface with it. Guess we'll never know.
Were these shards of something bigger?
The Outland Spire. You can see it from almost anywhere.
Hostiles ahead!
Too bad there's no time for a swim.
Wonder what it's like on Eos when it rains. We do our job. Someone will see it.
I bet that water's nice and cool.
Look at that view.
Wow, that sure is a sight.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Radiation levels within acceptable limits. Life support restored.
From our outposts. And an Ark escape pod? Where did they get that?
Doesn't matter. They're not keeping it.
We need an up-close scan.
Life support failure is imminent, Pathfinder. Life support systems offline.
Picking out my penthouse on the big rock. That's uptown.
Won't be long before we build cities.
You can see all of Prodromos from up here.
That's one receiver placed. People here should get the latest from the Nexus now.
Detecting above normal radiation levels. Radiation levels normal. life support is stable.
Pathfinder.
Pathfinder? Darket, Trevian. I understand I was pulled from cryo ahead of schedule. My family is grateful, but I consider it my debt.
Everyone gets out eventually.
That may be, but the least I can do is show you the benefit. I'm exo-studies now, but in a former life, let's say I knew tactics. If I supplied the Ket on this planet, I drifted in, and there's only so many gravitational paths. Here's some navs to check for anomalies. Good hunting, Pathfinder. My family thanks you, Pathfinder. Military family. I lost a brother before
I'm sorry.
Not as sorry as the Ket will be if they threaten us here. I didn't come here to look at death. I won't.
Take care, Darket.
You too, Pathfinder.